Hello. It is Monday night. Pretty late. It's like 12:30 at night, and I wanted to make this video. It's something I was. Okay. Let me just start out. Today was a really hard day for me. I went to see my doctor, um, and yeah. So let me just kind of go back a little bit. If you guys have been following me, you know that I had been having a lot of problems with, my weight and frustration and just a lot of frustration, not knowing if something was wrong. I had gastric bypass back in 2013. I just seems like I can eat so much more and I'm frustrated. I was like, am I a failure? Did it fail me? What the hell's going on? So, anyway, I went to see my surgeon today or yesterday, however you want to put it. Today, I'll say today. And yeah, he isn't actually the one who did my gastric bypass, but another doctor did, but he's no longer there because he retired. So I now have a new surgeon, and let me just say, I probably in my first year I tried to reach out because I was having issues like with eating and just everything, and I did try to reach out to my surgeon, but with no luck. And so anyway, I was assigned this new surgeon, and was the nurse practitioner wanted me to do a endoscope. I think that's what it's called, EGD, which I did. And actually, my new surgeon did it because he does all his own, and he looked at it, um, and everything was normal. And he did it's like a barium swallow, I guess, and that was normal too. So I was a little confused. So let me tell you, So the last 14 to 16 months, I have been having a lot of issues with not losing weight, like absolutely not losing weight. I pretty much have stayed the same, within the same 10 pounds. Um, I I am down 20 to 30 pounds because I had a paniculectomy in October of last year, and so they removed 30 pounds of skin, or skin and fat, whatever. So obviously, that's gone off my body, and so right now I'm between 370 and 380 in that 10-pound range, and I just can't seem to get myself out of it. Today at my doctor's, today on my scale I was 375. Their scale, it's a couple pounds difference, which is fine, but there's a lot of frustration on my part. So, they were going to send me to an endocrinologist because everything on my testing looked normal. They said it would look normal. So, they're going to send me to the endocrinologist. I've already seen him, and he actually wanted to put me on phentermine. I refused to go on phentermine because I've tried it before. It does crazy things to me. You know, I'm afraid of it, like, giving me, issues with my heart and stuff like that. So I was like, nope, 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 not gonna do it. Um, so he wanted to, just have me come in and discuss this with me, and so I was like, okay, let's talk, and had no idea, no clue what was gonna happen, what was gonna go on, and and I had questions, and um, yeah, so I have been very frustrated because, like I said, I am 5'4". I am 375 pounds. My BMI is about 64, 65, somewhere around there. That to me is just not a healthy weight. It, Let me first put this out. What I'm going to talk about is not something that I want to be like. I don't want to like. People are already rude to me, and whatever. I can take it. I can take it, and I don't want to hear the rudeness. I just don't. But I just am putting this out there because I'm being very real because that's who I am, and I this is just who I am, and I'm gonna speak my mind, and I'm gonna tell you everything that happened today, and I'm gonna say how I really feel. So, with that said, so I went in there and I, explained to them why I was there, and well, actually, it was some residents that I talked to first, explain why I was there and what the issues were going on, and how I haven't lost weight in over a year, and I can't understand it, and I've been trying, off and on since my surgery. Like the first 9 months were just wonderful. I lost weight and I was doing great. My first month alone out of surgery, I lost like 50 pounds, and everything was wonderful. And then it just stopped. It just stopped. Um, so yeah, so then the doctor came in, and um, after they checked me, they checked my stomach, my incisions, from my paniculectomy, and all that different stuff. And um, the doctor came in and we were talking, and he's like, "Well, are you following the rules?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm following the rules." And I don't know if you believe me or not. And you know, are you? We just went through the rules. Are you drinking when you're eating? Are you waiting half an hour before, half an hour after? Are you doing carbs? Are you staying away from carbs? And are you just you know continuously the rules, seeing what's going on? What am I doing? And I was like, yeah, of course, and stuff. And now let me just say this: in my mind, I'm doing what I need to do. Like, I shouldn't be, but I'm a food addict. I'm a food addict. Okay, I'm plain and simple. I'm a food addict. Um, do I try? Yes, I try. I really, really do try. Do I fall off the wagon and do I do stuff I shouldn't be doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do. But I've convinced myself that I don't at times, and that is the honest to God truth. Like, I really, you know, and the thing is that my doctor was very real with me. Like, he's a very nice man and he was very real, but he was like, um, he was very, he was very honest, and he's like, hey, basically, let me just put it this way. The easiest way to put it is that he basically gave me a reality check. Um, and he didn't say, "Oh, this is all your fault. This is da da da." He didn't give me a whole bunch of shit. What he said is, "Well, let's try something different. Let's try something different." And like pretty much today was just an emotional day for me. Like everything, like having to go in there and like face my reality. It was just to have somebody not sugarcoat something for me and be like, I'm not saying that you are, I'm not saying that you're not, but let's try this. So we went through what I eat typically and what I do, and he basically was like, I don't want you to drink your protein. Like, I don't want you to drink your protein. And I was like, well, I do protein shakes for breakfast, it's just something I do. He's like, I don't want you to. I don't want you to. Because you're drinking it, it's not staying in your stomach very long, and then it's emptying, and then you're hungry right away. I was like, well, no, protein shakes, So he's like, no, no, no on protein shakes. So then, he's like, well, what happens if you have eggs, say, for breakfast? And I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm still hungry. Like, honestly, I do feel hungry all day, most of the day. Nighttime's the worst. Nighttime is like so much the worst. But it's continuously, you know, and stuff. And so basically, like, by this point, you know, I'm upset. I'm like, what can we do? What can we do? I've been, you know, the frustration has set in with me. I mean, because I've tried different things, tweaking different things, doing different things, da 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 da, and nothing has seemed to work. You know, I exercise. Are you exercising? Yes, I'm exercising. I'm doing, like, you know, exercising every single day. And so I was very upset. I was very upset because I was like, I wanted answers, and I felt like I wasn't getting the answers. You know, why? Why is this happening to me? All he said was, let's try something different. You know, let's try something different, and then you come back in 2 months. And it's not what I wanted to hear. But I got a reality check today. I really, really did. Um, First of all, I got a reality check that I am still fat. I'm fat. And that's all there is to it. I am a 5'4" person, 375 pounds. That is not healthy. Like, that's not them saying it, because they never said that to me, but that's me saying it to myself. Like, I am not. I'm not. We're like, okay, I'm good. I'm in a good place. No, I'm not. I'm really, really not. But um, you know, basically, it's like, you need to eat more red meat. How much red meat are you eating? I don't know. I don't eat much red meat. I eat a lot of chicken, a lot of, like, I eat some hamburger. So basically, he wants me to focus more on eating a lot more red meat. Focus more on eating meat first. I can add in veggies when I'm done with my meat. Stuff like that. You know, no carbs, very, very, very low carbs, very, you know, like, no sugar, no sugar, which I don't add sugar to anything, but, you know, none of that. And, what else was it? He wants me to incorporate, like, to do weight training 3 times a week. He wants me to lift weights, basically. He wants me to lift weights 3 times a week for an hour each time. Like, so when I go into the gym, he wants me to do an hour of, like, just weight training, which I don't belong to a gym right now anymore. So that's something I need to look into. He really wants me to, you know, do that. And he said building that lean muscle will help you start to lose weight again. So, it's not what I wanted to hear. And I cried and cried and cried, and I was like, but I don't understand, this is not working. And, like, at this point, I was crying so bad that I couldn't even breathe. Like, I couldn't even breathe. And, but, you know, I guess, but I cried all the way home, and I got home and I was still crying, and, you know, this was before my show, and, you know, I guess for me, it was just that the reality was that he was trying to help me. He was trying to help me, and he was trying to give me the truth. And I had convinced myself that it wasn't, that wasn't the truth. Like, that it wasn't real. Like, I was doing everything I needed to do. But in reality, I wasn't. Like, I really, really wasn't. You know, honestly, like, I was like, well, what else can we do? What else can we do? And it's like, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing surgically, like, physically, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, where you are, your body, your type, you just have to work a lot harder than most people. You just have to. Like, that's the reality, is I have to work harder, double of what most people have to do. You know, I was over 500 pounds. I have to work harder. And it just is. You know, that's how it is. I didn't go in there for them to be like, oh yeah, let's do another surgery. That's not even what I went in there for. I was like, please help me. Help me. Because I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to die. I'm not saying I'm going to die at 375 pounds and, you know, I no longer have diabetes and all those other issues, but I didn't want to die. And I was like, this is not I don't know, like he, in the nicest possible way, gave me a reality check. He said, "Are you going to support groups?" I said, "No, I've never been to a support group." Why? He said, "Why? Do you not know we have support groups here?" I said, "Yeah, but I don't go." You know, and it's just, it's a lot to, it was a lot to take. It was a lot to take today, and it was a lot to put on my plate, and it was a lot to think about. And I'm just gonna have to, like, I'm a food addict, and I really have to work hard. And you know, the reality is that yes, I am still fat. I'm still obese. You know, my BMI is way too high. You know, I'm not where I should be. Um, you know, my goal is to get under 300, and I'm at least 75 pounds from hitting that, at least. So, you know, these are his recommendations, and he wants me back in 2 months to see how things are going, to see if it worked. And I really am, really, really am going to make a really hard effort to do that. You know, I'm not going to say that, like, for us, maybe more like of a snack, or in between, you know, like breakfast, lunch, or lunch and dinner, I won't have like a small shake or something like a protein shake, but, you know, I'm supposed to be getting at least 80 grams of protein a day. I'm supposed to, you know, get in at least 64 ounces of water, and, you know, and stuff like that, which I've been doing very good with my water, very good. But I got a reality check today, and it was the hardest thing ever, because people sugarcoat stuff for me, and I don't need that, and I don't want that. And as hard as it is for me, I don't need people to be mean to me, but I also don't need people to sugarcoat stuff for me either, because it just makes it harder in the long run for me. And that's what it did, you know? And he was like, "Look, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for 15 years. He said, "I do know what I'm talking about." And, you know, he's willing to help me. Not just, like, throw another surgery on to me and be like, "Okay, I'm done with you." He's actually willing to help me, which is huge. Because before, when I asked for help, I never got it. Never got the real help that I needed. So I truly am thankful for him for giving me the help that I really do need. Um, I don't know how I feel about adding, you know, more red meat and doing more, but it's something that he definitely wants me to do, and I'm definitely willing to try, you know, and give it an honest effort. But, I was given a reality check today, so it, it's, it's something that a lot of us, for, you know, a lot of us do need, unfortunately, because we have, sometimes people tend in our lives, at least for me, tend to make excuses for me, and I can't have that anymore. I just can't. I can't. So, I'm so sorry that this went so long. If you guys watched it all, you know, great. I'm happy. Um, yeah, so that's what happened. Basically, that's putting it in a mild way, how things went today, and, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear that it was me, that it's me, it's been me. But, what can you do? What can you do? All I can do is change and be better tomorrow than I was today. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Sorry, this is almost 20 minutes long. I'm sure because you probably didn't want to sit here for 20 minutes listening to me ramble about my day. But, um, anyway, I hope you have a good week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.